everything's gonna be alright. Now that I feel you right here by my side, even in those times that I felt I couldn't go on, you were right there to carry me on. Will you hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand, hold my hand.
Welcome back to The Bass. I'm Shan and I'm here with our very special guest, King.
What's going on? How you doing?
Good, good. Good to see you.
You as well.
Yes, thank you for sitting with me.
Hey, my pleasure, my pleasure.
So right now, you've got your song, I Love China. It's trending right now.
Correct. It's trending on Spotify, YouTube, all the major platforms. So it's doing pretty well for time being, first month out.
Yeah, good stuff. And now you had prior to that, you had your Hold My Hand.
Correct.
And I was actually present at the filming of the music video, which was so amazing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, like there was this moment when, because you were singing, you were really, really singing, even though there was like not really that much of a need. You could have just been mouthing it, chilling, Exactly. But you were giving it your all, and it was great, because like there was this moment, and I still recall it, where you had like tears fall at the last bit when you were like, oh, and then it was like, it was really like, it was chills.
Yeah, that was a meaningful song. So basically a lot of personal things and also relating to other people that have had things going on. So I guess that take was a very emotional take, because I kind of really, zoned in on that time. So even making that track, I had some emotional time sessions while I was making that. So it was just one of those moments that I had again. And I also believe I don't want to give anything fake. I want to be authentic and organic at all times. So that was just one of those moments I got it caught on my ear. So.
Yeah, it was amazing. So then can you tell me more about like the deeper meaning behind the song?
Well, basically, Hold My Hand, for instance, is like, a lot of times people just want to feel that comfort. Sometimes people are going through certain depressions, stressing, and they just want to hold somebody's hand to feel that extra sense of security. Times when people are like in birth, they're holding hands. Marriage, holding hands, walking in the park, holding hands. So there are a lot of different things I felt like that when you hold in the hand is like some type of security that I'm here, I'm here. So in making that song, I wanted people to relate, to it by if they're going through some type of tribulation, some type of relationship issues, they just want to feel love. They just want to feel that somebody's there for them. Committing suicide, want to commit suicide, whatever the situation may be. Just basically, I wanted them to hear that song and be able to be triumphant of anything they were going through. So,
It's beautiful. I felt like a spiritual thing from it myself.
Most definitely, yeah, spiritual thing, good meditation song. I've had a lot of people contact me saying, man, you don't understand, I was in this dilemma, and then I heard your video, I seen your video, and it just made me just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Sometimes me personally, when I hear people come to me and they say certain things, it gives me the motivation to keep going. And so that lets me know that I did a pretty good job on that. Actually, it was my first song I ever recorded, so I was kind of proud about it. I have a lot more work to do, but it was my first one I laid on track.
Yeah, pretty good start.
Appreciate it.
So then what would you say your favorite thing about making music is? I mean, would that be one of the things? Hearing feedback or?
The feedback.
Yeah.
The feedback. Because a lot of times people, they have different ulterior motives when they want to do music or have a career. My main thing is I just want to be a positive influence on people. I look at myself as an inspirational artist, and so I don't want to put myself in a box and say I'm a pop, R&B, or spirit, or gospel singer or anything like that. I look at myself as an inspirational artist. I want to be almost like a public speaker through music, and I want people, when they come to my shows or my events, if they come in heartbroken, depressed, or whatever they're going through. I want them to be able to listen to my music and say, you know, after listening to King, I feel better. I feel changed. I feel that I can keep pushing. I have dug in deep into my creative side to push myself to a whole different level. So I like the more of the feedback that I've been getting since I've started, and it keeps me going. So yeah, the feedback.
Yeah. And so where did you start? I mean, how did you get on this musical journey?
It wasn't the plan, to be honest. You know, I'd rather be the guy behind the camera.
Really?
Really.
Did you do that beforehand at all? Or?
I was really just more of the manager, booked the shows, created the events for the artists. So originally coming, like for instance, to China, my whole plan was to bring my brand here, King's Entertainment, network, do what I do business-wise, and eventually bring some artists that I do business with back in America here to do live band shows. I have some phenomenal guys that I, work along with or have relationships with, and my major plan was to come here to push them. But what happened was I got here, and an event came about, and somebody asked me to do the event. Before I knew it, I was writing, creating a whole different type of brand, and now I am the brand, and so I'm just pushing myself. So if it was left up to me, I would rather be behind the scene, in the studio with the artist, giving him some different ideas and kind of just chilling.
I get that, but all this talent, what do you mean?
I understand. But some people, I like to remain humble, and I like to help other people. So I feel like if I can help somebody else with their gift and their skilling, I feel like I'm being influenced that way.
We need more artists that think that way, though.
Yeah, and it's been asked for me for years to do music, and I just, so now I'm doing it, and I'm loving it, and I think the main thing is the people's lives that say they're being touched by it, so I appreciate it.
And now you're from the States?
Correct. I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
But I was raised in Georgia, so I got a little bit of northern and southern hospitality flavor, so it just depends on what's going on.
Okay.
So, I claim, predominantly Georgia because I was there from pretty much third grade all the way through, and I left Georgia and came to China.
And so why on earth would you come to China?
Because nobody else will. No, I looked at it as an untapped market.
Yeah.
Definitely for music. And there's a lot of people that are doing music, but I don't think they're doing the style that I'm trying to do, per se. So I felt like it was a lane that I could create for myself, and then hopefully create a highway that other folks want to put their cars on and want to do it too. So I came here because wasn't nobody really doing it, from my research. So I feel like I could make myself like a hot commodity and start a trend, start something that people like, okay, yeah, King went and did it. I guess I can do the same thing too.
So did you feel much culture shock coming here?
No, I actually felt my first night in Beijing. I'll never forget. I walked out of the airport, and as soon as my foot hit the ground, I was just like, man, I'm in Beijing. And the first thing I remember was all the horns honking, like consistently. They was just really overboard, and I just kept laughing. And I literally felt that I was at home since day one of being here.
Wow.
And so I love this place, and I've been embracing it. And I guess the main thing before I got here was I did research on YouTube and a lot of different things, and I didn't have any expectations. I just came. And so I didn't have expectations, and I think by doing that, I wasn't disappointed, and I wasn't shocked by too much, because I felt like I was coming to a different country, and what I was going to see, or whatever it was, I was ready for it. So I've seen some off-the-wall stuff that would be looked at crazy in America, but me, because I'm kind of flexible, I just roll with it.
Yeah, it's the best attitude to have.
Roll with it.
Yeah. So why Beijing then? I mean, of all the cities.
Well, when I looked at, definitely from a business standpoint, you have registered maybe 25 million people here. And with that, from a number statistics standpoint, if I was able to create a following of 100,000 people, 200,000 people, that's pretty good. Then to go to a country or a city, like the city I moved from, Columbus, Georgia, probably sitting at about between 250, 350,000 people, but you have so many talented people there, the market is more saturated. You come to a place like Beijing, 25 million.
Yeah, it's huge.
My target is not 25 million. If I get 25 million, that's great. My target is more 100, 200,000. And if we can do something like that, then cool, and then find ways to capitalize off that.
Yeah. So after being here for a while, you wrote the song "I Love China." I mean, how did that come about?
Because I love China.
Just straight up.
Yeah, I love China. Like anybody that knew me within that first year, I always just, I'm like, man, I love this place. I love, you know, the food, the ability to go to sleep late at night at like 9 or 10, wake up at 11 or 12 and still go do something if you wanted to. The nightlife is amazing, the network, and then the relationships with people I've met from different countries have also been amazing, because I haven't traveled to those countries, but sometimes I feel like I have, because they've given me knowledge on their culture. And so it's been an amazing experience, and I appreciate that. So China just, it opened me up even more. I always felt I was a little bit different outside the box mentality wise, and coming here, China's just, you know, made me blossom even more. So I love it, you know. And it's safe. Yeah. It's safe, and you know, I believe this is a place you can be what you really want to be if you really work hard at it.
Yeah, I relate to that for sure. All right, so take me through King's world. What is a day in the life like?
Wow, it just depends on what day of the week it is. I find myself being consistently busy. I have an undergrad and master's in sports education. Okay. And so I love sports as well as music. So I do sports training. Sometimes I do music sessions depending on if I have certain clients, vocal wise or instrumentation wise. And then I also, sometimes I record. So like this past Friday night, I probably was in the studio till about 9:30, 10. Came home, studied Chinese for a little bit, and then woke up the next morning and went and participated in sports myself. So more like chill, laid back. I call myself staying on the radar for the most part. Yeah. And then I may pop up here and there, but very just kind of chill. Yeah, chill for the most part. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So how is your Chinese?
It's getting there. It's a process. The thing about it's not easy. The thing I've embraced the last month, that it takes time. Yeah. I'm a person that likes results, and when I see something, I want to go for it, and I just keep going. And so with the Chinese process, I haven't taken my time with it. And so I have to learn that it's a process. It could take a few years to really master it. It could take 7 to 10 years or get comfortable with it. And sometimes I kind of beat myself up because I'm around people that are really well at speaking Chinese. But I also look at they've been here like for years. So yeah. I do pretty well survival wise if I need to get around the city or order food, little things like that. So I'm actually proud of myself because it's my first language, so I'm cool.
Second language.
Second language. First language I'm learning rather. Outside of English, yeah.
So what can you say for us in Chinese then?
I probably could sing like a little bit of my song in Chinese, you know. Yeah. You know, don't throw too many stones at me, but I'll try. Let me see.
Let's hear it.
我有感觉一切终会好起来，此时此刻你就在我身边，即使随着我精疲力竭。而你就在我身边，伴我相信你会吗？握住我的手，握住我的手。
Beautiful. There you go. So would you say you learn Chinese better when you're singing, or? Because that was amazing, right?
I think singing, and I think learning Chinese, what's been helping me too, is because I do music, so the different tones, it's a little bit easier for me to kind of hear certain words, most of the words rather. So when I'm translating my music, one, I want to learn my music. So normally I record it and I just keep listening, and so it helps me learn definitely my music in Chinese. So I have a long way to go, so I'm practicing as much as possible, because the other thing is too, when I'm singing, I want to sing with some feeling. I don't want to sing like I'm not sure. So now I'm just working now more on the feeling and the delivery of it. So yeah.
Yeah. You can definitely feel it.
Appreciate it. My mother actually said she heard the Chinese version I recorded so far.
Yeah.
She's like, I think I like the Chinese version better than the English version. I'm like,
oh,
okay. Yeah.
Well, you could release one. I mean,
oh, we're in the studio recording the Chinese version now.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be releasing the Chinese version of Hold My Hand. The thing is so phenomenal about it. That video has over 9 million views on one of the platforms in China.
Which platform?
It's a Chinese name. I can't remember it, but
that's okay. We'll find a link and we'll post it down.
And so it's not, but the comments were just, I mean, phenomenal. It was a lot of great comments about the song. So one thing I have realized here in Beijing, or in China rather, they love a lot of love ballads and love songs. So me personally, that's my major target. Is that I did the I Love China song and some other fast-paced songs, but I really loved it, so yeah.
So what do you do to maintain balance in your life?
One thing I realized, I think people are created and built for certain things. And so I think my makeup, I've been built to have a fast-paced type of life that some people probably would crawl under a brick because there's so much going on so fast. Sometimes I function off a few hours worth of sleep, which some people would not be able to. And those are the things that show me I think I've been built to be successful in different things. And I just look at what's important and I really try to focus on those things. So right now, my music, keeping my career afloat, sports, those type of things are very important to me. So I start my days at 6 in the morning and my days start shutting down about 9 or 10 at night for the things that I have to do every day. And then normally I get my music in late at night because that's when my brain probably works. Doesn't want to really shut off when it should be shutting off during that time, but it doesn't. So I just find balance and I meditate and I just kind of take it easy. So for me, it's kind of simple. For other people, if they had to wear the shoes that I wear, they probably wouldn't think it was simple.
Fair enough. And with songwriting, what's your method of it? Do you write on your phone? Are you on the go? Are you singing out loud? What's your thing?
I found that my method, or what works for me, is when I'm walking in Beijing. So there are times when I kind of walk to appointments or certain things I'd rather not take a ditty. Yeah. And I can sing out loud.
Didi is taxi, by the way.
Yeah, it's
like
taxi.
A Uber, Chinese version of Uber.
Right, and so I just walk, put my headphones on, and I just sing aloud. And as soon as I get a lyric or something that's kind of bouncing on the music, I stop and I start recording on my phone.
Yeah.
And I just tag it, label it, and then I come back later on and I put it all together. But normally when I'm walking around is my best time. If I'm sitting somewhere, it's a little bit hard. Like it's a little bit harder for me to do it here. Okay. So sometimes I'll get up at 10:30 at night and I'll just put on a hoodie when it's cold and I'll just walk and I'll just be singing and then it's just amazing. It just start boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So,
inspiration.
Some people like they had this thing, oh, I think best in the shower or I think best when I'm doing this. Mine is when I'm walking. Yeah.
Right. Don't you get looked at funny?
Guy
walking in China.
I get looked at funny when I'm not singing, so.
It is
but honestly, I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention to that. Yeah, I'm in the zone and I'm just singing at the top. Like Hold My Hand, so many walking steps on that. Like I walked far, a lot of places writing that song. Wow. So that's one of my best writing was when I'm walking. And I don't really care about who's looking. I'm not paying attention to that. Yeah. Even like making the I Love China video, we were in different areas and it was crowds of people. And I remember telling the camera guy, I don't care, just keep shooting. I'm gonna keep singing because I don't care about these people. I just want to get this done the right way. And if I think about that, it'll throw me off of what I'm really trying to accomplish. So I just do it.
Yeah, good stuff. So music is like a fundamental part of your life. And then you mentioned sport as well. What are your other interests?
I love to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love to travel. I like to do stuff like kayaking, zip lining, water sports like jet ski, stuff like that. So I like to shop too. So you're in
the perfect place for that.
Yeah. And I'm a foodie, so I love to eat different dishes and good food. I don't mind trying whatever, you know, as long as it don't look. No, I would take that back. I pretty much would try whatever. Because I went to Vietnam a few months back, and the people that I were visiting were local. They was from the area, and so they were bringing things to me that looked very strange that I probably wouldn't have eaten on my own. First of all, I wouldn't have bought it, probably. And it was late at night. I was hungry, and I tried it, and it was amazing.
What was it?
It was like little baby fish, but they were fish, like they were fried, but you still saw like the eye, everything. And it was so good. So good. And then I got hooked on squid. And there was some other little gel things, like it was some little creatures, but they were amazing.
Wow, there you go.
So I'm a foodie. I love good food, so yeah.
What's your favorite Chinese dish then?
Favorite Chinese dish? I guess jiaozi. I love jiaozi. I don't know if that's dumplings. Yeah, I don't know if that's like and then I like the hot pots.
Yeah,
I love hot pots. Pretty good. So yeah, I like those.
All right, so what's the future like for you and your life in China? I mean, what's your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is to be successful. My ultimate goal is to be successful and be a real powerful, positive influence in China. And I want to be able to open up certain avenues that were difficult for other people. A lot of times people want to be successful for themselves. I want to be successful. And of course you want to be successful, you can take care of yourself, but I want to be in a place that I can help other people get to a place that will maybe been hard for them to do on their own. And so I think that's one of the things of being a great leader, not just thinking about yourself, but thinking about other people. So I push hard, and I want to be successful in my future to be in a seat to be able to say, you know what, that young lady, that young man, they working hard, and I see that there's something about them. I want to give them a lift up. So my future here in Beijing, I just want to be one of those people that if somebody comes to Beijing, China, they doing this, I want to say, hey man, you need to talk to King. That's the guy. Like he can put you on, you know, as long as you got your I's dotted and your T's crossed, he can help you out. And then eventually I kind of want to open up a small music academy where people can learn different forms of music as far as producing and dancing and different things of that nature. And then clothing line, of course. So that's why I wear my tailored suits, short sleeves, try to put that brand out. And then, you know, go from there and eventually, you know, maybe have a family here one day or something like that. So, yeah.
So we've got 2 amazing singles from you already. What can we expect next from you?
I'll give you some titles. I have a song right now that we plan to hopefully shoot at the end of April that we can drop beginning of June. It's gonna call Celebration. The message behind that song is basically people celebrating themselves, celebrating success, celebrating where they come from, celebrating just being happy. Even though you're asking your haters to celebrate along with you, don't hate, you know, join me, don't hate me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have that's my next single I'm going to drop, and I have a featured artist, Jackson. He's from New York, but he lives here in Beijing, well-respected hip-hop artist here. He'll be with me on that track. From that one, I'll probably drop another song called Vibe. It's a dance song, so people will be able to, you know, dance. And then from that one, I have two love ballads. One is called Rescue My Love, and the other one is called Where You Are. And so I'll be dropping those in the fall because that's like cuddling season. So it'll be an opportunity for people to kind of, you know, do their thing. So,
very strategic.
The plan that we've talked about the last week is I think I'm gonna release a EPK, probably like 5 or 6 songs. So last year I did an event in September. I think I'm gonna do the same event again this September, and I will release an actual project with about 5 or 6 songs on there, and do a whole shebang again this September coming up. So that's the target we're working on right now.
Great, looking forward to it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so now let's play a quick little game.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 options and you just gotta answer as fast as you can.
Okay.
All right, so we ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Skydive or bungee jumping?
Neither. Bungee jumping.
Music or sport?
Music.
Ohio or Beijing?
Beijing.
Oh! You heard it here first, people. What?
Beijing.
Nice answer. We are in China, so you said the correct one, right?
Beijing.
Good stuff.
Beijing.
Love it. So thank you so much for chatting with me today.
But before you go,
Oh.
I have a little something for you.
Really?
Yeah, so I gave you a King's Entertainment t-shirt.
Ah.
Hopefully this one will fit. If not, we can work on the size, but it's a King's Entertainment logo for you. And on the back it says The Royal Takeover.
Nice.
So, you know, I wanted to give you something to kind of sport around the city.
Yeah, appreciate it. I'll be definitely rocking this.
No problem.
Awesome.
Cool, cool, cool. King's World, King's World, King's World, King's World.
Yes. And if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, share, do the whole thing, show us some love.
Yes, it's on everything. Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Youku, all the major platforms. I Love China, Hold My Hand, King Joshua. Also on Instagram, King Joshua. Very simple. Everything is simple, King Joshua.